We are.
How we looking, producers? There's more producers than talent on this show.
There's no talent on the show.
There is no talent on the show. All the talent is behind the screen.
Billy Morris and Todd Chason of the Smokin rock and roll food truck and catering business and concert venue
booking
agency here on the Smokin Talk and Roll podcast. It's November 1st, 2022.
Yeah.
It's a glorious day out here in Bay Village, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cleveland, Ohio. And I don't know if you know this, but Cleveland, Ohio is the rock and roll capital of the world.
It does house the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
My boys are like, Dad, Ohio's so cool. It's got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's got the Football Hall of Fame, the Motorcycle Hall of Fame, Cedar Point. Pretty cool state.
Well, they've only been here in Florida, so compared to Florida, we kick ass.
True. 70 degrees today here in Ohio. We're loving the Indian summer. We had a great Halloween night. Todd gave away money.
I did.
Tell them your situation for Halloween.
The way we do our Halloween is me and Dana, we set up in front in our driveway in Bay Village. Me and Billy live one street apart, literally not even a block, like a half a block. And our... was that funny? All right. And then our business is only a quarter mile away from where we live. So it's truly a family business when we say that. So anyways, he's got 3 young boys. We trick-or-treat, and Bay Village sees a decent amount of trick-or-treaters.
We had a nice turnout, yeah.
It was better this year than I've seen, better than the pandemic.
Yes.
So they come, and we have a bowl of candy sitting out. And, we've got Halloween decorations, and, Dana's dressed up, and I've got a creepy costume on, and we're playing like Sounds of Halloween, and they come up and they have a choice. So they automatically run up and they go to stick their hand in the candy bowl. And Danny goes, wait, you have an important decision to make. And you can either, A, take the candy that you want in front of you, or you can choose to pick from one of these, depending on how many kids there are, right? Pick from these hands. There could be a $1 bill, there could be a $5 bill, or there could be, maybe not the candy of your choice. So they've got to tap the hand. So we had, like, at one point, there's a lot of kids. So we had 3 kids come at one point, and 2 boys and a girl. One taps, they get the $1. Dana's holding all the money, of course. Taps the other hand, they get the other kid, the boy, gets another $5. And then the girl taps, and she gets like an almond joy. She's like, meh, meh, meh. But yeah, they all run down. But the ones that did get money come running down the driveway to their parents. I got money.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so, I would be circling that house if I was a kid. I would just keep coming back. I would like go home and change the costume.
Playing the system, trying to beat the system at 8 years old.
Now Penton came by. He was a football player, which is really out of character for him.
Right.
But we tried to pretend like we didn't know who he was.
Ah.
And then Tanner came by with a couple of his buddies. But we were really wanting to see Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan is...
Because Jordan and Leah, she was a leaf blower, right? And they were leaves or something like that?
What we were was, she had the idea, my wife had the idea of the 3 boys dressing up as one having the rake, like a leaf rake taped to his back, the other boy being a lawn bag that you put the leaves in, and then another boy she made a poncho with spray adhesive and leaves all over it. And then she was going to take those 3 boys walking down the street and blowing them with the leaf blower.
Oh, with a real leaf blower.
A real leaf blower. So it didn't work out.
But the cord didn't reach down the block?
No, we have a gas one. But no. The kids refused. Penton had to be a football player. Tanner did go with the bag with the leaves, with the the lawn bag.
Yeah.
Little Jordan, who's 5, refused because he wanted to be with his buds, with his police outfit on. And then they all just took off. So it was me and Leah. I got the rake duct taped to my chest with a big lawn, like this, a rake. And she put the poncho on with the leaves, and we walked around. It was a good neighborhood thing.
But you didn't walk all the way around because we did not see you.
True that.
And we live a half a block away.
True. I didn't make it. I apologize.
I'm wildly insulted.
But you know what was even better than that? Getting on the couch and watching our Cleveland Browns kick the Bengals' butt on Monday Night Football, baby!
What do the Bengals say? What's their
who day?
Who dat?
Who gonna beat them? Who day?
Who day? Well, who day got their ass kicked?
They sure did. It was an ass whipping.
We only really get 1 or 2 great Brown celebrations a year. So I consider that to be our Super Bowl of the season.
So I was texting, well, and all...
We're going to dive into it. I know where you're going.
Also, yeah, so I was texting Todd photos of my, table next to my couch, and I had to bust out a couple Strohs last night. I was drinking Strohs.
No Strohs tonight?
No Stros tonight.
Okay.
I didn't bring any.
But you and I are in a fantasy football league.
We are.
And last year you were in it, but you were kind of like not involved. You weren't really paying attention.
I always
to your team.
forgot to set my team.
So this year you've been more involved, and it's not like a wildly expensive league. It's like 8 guys, $20, whatever.
Yeah.
No big deal. But it's the bragging rights
for sure.
of knowing that I picked the right guy.
I'm glad you brought this subject up. Why don't you talk about the results of this weekend's fantasy football league games?
Well, you lost last week to Hayden Grove
by
our
one
good friend.
point. 1 point.
You beat
1 point.
you beat me this week by I think 5 points.
But it went down to the last minute.
It went down to the last
Here's
second.
the best part about it. I told everybody all day to this. As the game was over, the game ended, the Browns won, and I just get one single text message and an emoji. From you.
Well,
You were not happy.
What kicker does 22 fucking points in fantasy football ever? And you just got this guy. You gave up
I
York.
was belly aching all season long about Christian McCaffrey because I didn't get to pick my first pick because I was coaching, my boys' football team, and I get a text from Todd. The draft starts in 10 minutes, so I had to reluctantly put on auto pick, and the computer picked Christian McCaffrey for me, and he's been a bust all year long, except for yesterday.
Well, except since he went to San Francisco.
He's balling.
He's been balling 2 weeks in a row at San Francisco. So he was just on the wrong team.
He's one play away from a sprained ankle. Don't let him fool you.
Oh, trust me, I got to see you again at least one more time this year. I'm hoping
So I think I have 3 victories now. I'm
4-4. You're
I'm 3 and
3 and 5, and then a couple other knuckleheads are above us. And then you got the lowly Hayden Grove.
Is he way down there?
I'm not sure
if
he's bottom feeding.
I was scrolling Facebook and Kenny Oz, he's from Cincinnati, and he was saying how he likes his. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Right.
He likes the Packers.
He does.
And he likes the Bengals. I get that the Bengals, but for his college team, he likes Kentucky and USC.
Well, Kentucky's the border.
Kentucky
border
got rated
Cincinnati.
number 1 today.
Above Ohio State?
Above Ohio State. And I just texted him, OH. And then he came back with NO.
I thought it would have done like KY. Kentucky.
KY, Kentucky.
Yeah. Try and keep up.
Okay. So listen, we want to get some phone calls today. If you want to talk to us on the phone, 216-435-5249.
We do.
And once you're prompted, dial in extension 713. It's 216-435-5249, extension 413. The number's on the bottom of the screen. We're set up with a very Halloweeny, spooky background today.
We're still sticking with the Halloween theme, kind of like a throwback from last week.
Yeah. But being November, let's just bust right out and let's talk about what Smokin' Rock and Roll is going to offer the public, which we do yearly for Thanksgiving.
Yes, for sure. So we just launched our Thanksgiving menu. We've been doing it, 4 or 5 years now. Yeah. So if you don't know anything about food trucks,
it's a vehicle, 4 wheels that serves food.
Oh, shut your frickin' mouth. In Ohio, it's seasonal. You didn't play the meat one. I love your meats.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget the meat one.
Well
now
we're going to play it now. Let's play it right now. So we have, you can reach the food truck by dialing 216-539-2239. It only took me 5 years to remember that phone number. But, and that's a direct line to the business, and Todd answers those voicemails. So one night, the phone rang. He didn't pick it up. The next morning, he checked the voicemails like he does. And this was one of the voicemails.
Hello, Todd. I just wanted to tell you, your food truck makes me moist. Moist.
It's got to be Lena Brown and the girls over there from Betty's Bomb Ass Burgers. It was the weekend before her and Juan's engagement. But yeah, so food truck season is for the most part over for us. The food truck part of our season.
Because only for the fact that it's weather related.
Yeah, it's totally weather related. Yeah, it's not like we're lazy and we just want to fuck off for 4 months. People don't go to food trucks once it gets 50 degrees or colder.
Who wants to stay outside in the rain and snow waiting for a pork sandwich?
I'll stand inside serving it if people would stand outside getting it.
Well, and that's
And it's not exclusive
what
to
we're
us.
going to do for Thanksgiving and probably Christmas. We do meals.
So every Thanksgiving we do a takeout thing where people in our area, Northeast Ohio, can call in and we do whole smoked turkeys. We have two different weight weight classes this year. We have a middleweight and we have a heavyweight. Damn. And then on the lightweight class and the featherweight, we got the turkey breast, the boneless.
I think the turkey breast is the best value.
Dude, I went to Mark's, which if you're not from Ohio, Mark's is like
like a discount grocery
very
store.
affordable.
But it's not even just a grocery store. It's an everything store with a giant grocery store and everything else.
But it's geared for the more affordable audience, right? It's not.
Yeah,
it's not like
discount.
It's not like a Heinen's.
It's got every brand known, but they got Gelson's.
Gelson's is an LA thing.
Yeah,
but Gelson's is the LA version of Heinen's.
Okay.
So like Heinen's
is higher end.
Yeah, it's not quite Whole Foods, but it's above Giant Eagle. And so it goes Mark's, Giant Eagle, Heinen, Whole Foods.
Where's my grocery store fall on that list?
You go to Aldi?
Aldi. I love Aldi.
I know. It's like it goes Costco, Aldi, Mark's. and below Costco is the garbage can
so
where you
Costco,
go.
They're all over the country. So that's a warehouse store. But anyways, getting back to our Thanksgiving menu, you can do your whole full Thanksgiving dinner. Don't slave over a stove. Let Smoke and Rock and Roll cook for you and be the hero by serving smoked turkeys and all the sides and fixings from Smoke and Rock.
Right.
I should read these commercials for a living.
Yeah,
right off the top of my head.
Whole turkeys, bone-in, skin on turkey breast, traditional veggie stuffing, Italian stuffing, which is basically veggie stuffing with Italian sausage in it.
Herbs and sage.
Herbs and sage. We like herbs.
Mashed potatoes, mac and cheese.
Candied sweet potatoes, house-made gravy, cranberry sauce, and
pies.
Scratch-made pumpkin pies.
Yeah. So if you're interested in that, give us a call, 216-539-2239.
Yeah, and if you want to see the menu, it's all over the Smoke and Rock and Roll Facebook page.
It's on Facebook, except not on NEO Foodies.
Except for NEO Foodies.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but there's groups on Facebook, and you can post to these groups, but a lot of these groups have administrators with rules.
Yeah.
Todd's getting thrown off of these boards all the time. So he posted this on
they're
NEO
all
Northeast Ohio food groups, puts the thing up there, and he got a scathing. I
got to reply back to this is your last warning. Don't ever try and post this again, type of thing. And I was just
you know what Todd did?
Fuck you.
Delete, leave, and then he gets a message. Why are you leaving?
Yeah,
because you're an asshole.
But it said it was a multiple choice thing because I found a better group.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you can find the menu all over the Smoke and Rock and Roll Facebook stuff, and it's great. What I was getting to is at Mark's, boneless turkey breast is $12.99 a pound.
And
that is insane.
Let's talk about why turkeys all over the country are going to be very pricey this year. And I just know this, but I don't know why, because Todd knows more about the food industry than I do, so I'm going to just turn this over to Todd. Why are turkey prices off the hook?
Well, turkeys don't like to get eaten, so they're hiding from everybody.
That's good.
No, I guess there was some avian bird flu, and then since the pandemic, nobody works anymore.
How convenient, right?
Right.
Oh, there's a bird flu. Oh, it's Putin price hike.
Yeah, and it just happens to happen. Happens to happen.
Is
that a double conundrum, or
you made your point?
Yeah, right before Thanksgiving. Yeah, so I'd imagine in about 15 to 25 days, or like right after Thanksgiving, there will be a ham flu.
Ham pandemic.
Yeah,
and if you know this, it happened last year around the Super Bowl. Chicken wing shortage. Chicken wings, $22 a pound.
Yeah.
And now...
Remember when chicken wings, you could go somewhere and it'd be like 5-cent chicken wings?
5-cent wings. I do remember that.
Yeah.
10-cent, 5-cent wings.
Now, they're probably the size of the ones you would get at Aldi's that come this big, but once you smoke them,
let's talk about that, too. So, I do go to Aldi, and, once in a while, my boys like wings.
It's just Aldi, not an S on it. Just
Aldi's.
I call it Aldi.
Aldi. Whatever it is. Once in a while... I'll buy a bag of frozen wings. And you look in the bag and you look at them, and they're monsters. They're big, jumbos. Then you take them and you cook them down, and they pump them with some sort of expander. Could you tell us about that? Because you told me that those turkey breasts at Mark's had
they're all filled with sodium and preservatives, and we're doing all natural turkeys that are farm raised. And if you go to like Mark's, you can get like a Jenny O's.
Yeah, which has got that.
I mean, it is a turkey. But the turkey originally weighed 5 pounds, and then they injected it with a bunch of shit. Yeah. Now it weighs 12 pounds.
Yeah. So, yuck.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with chicken wings. But now the chicken wings came down, but they'll go back up during the Super Bowl.
They will. Will the Browns be in the Super Bowl?
I highly doubt it.
We just had our Super Bowl, bro. That's as good as it's going to get.
I don't even follow baseball, but I know that the World Series is going on, and it's the Houston Oilers against the Philadelphia 76ers.
Correct.
And it got rained out last night.
Yeah,
so
it rained.
1-1.
The hockey stadium got rained out. It was wild.
Really?
I mean, the ice must have melted or something. But it is the Astros versus the Phillies, and the Astros are cheaters, right?
Yeah,
they cheated 2 or 3 seasons ago. They had the garbage can thing. So the last game, and Tom, who's probably watching, Tom Holmes, shout out to On Tap Auto, and Dale, sends me a message. They used an illegal bat. You're not
when?
Like just in this game 2 of the World Series.
Houston did?
Houston did.
They need to be just disqualified.
They just need to erase Houston from the map.
Totally.
Not just the team.
As if they didn't learn the first time.
The whole city, unless those that are watching this podcast.
And if the league didn't learn the first time, nobody wants you cheat, and then they find out after the fact, and they won the World Series.
Right.
Now you're going to give them another pass? You didn't take the World Series away from them, and they're stupid enough to cheat again? Out! Philadelphia, you are the winners.
Yeah, or they got to change the name from Astros to Assholes.
I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, that would be great. It would be better than the Guardians.
So, if you tuned in tonight, it would be, it would be. Man, I just can't.
I'm over the name change. I don't care.
I'm never
the
going
Guardians,
to be.
Dude,
I watched the Indians with my grandfather in the 70s. There's no reason.
Is he still here?
No.
Well, then he ain't missing it.
I'm missing it. There's no reason that we had to fold, cave in to pressure. Did the Atlanta Braves cave in? The Florida State Seminoles?
Kansas City Chiefs?
They do the timeout.
The Washington Redskins? They didn't cave.
Yeah,
wait a minute. Oh, they did.
The Commandos.
Yeah.
So if you tuned in tonight, Todd and I like to chat, and we usually have special guests.
Yes.
We are sad to say that our special guest, Mark Torine from the Bullet Boys, had a family emergency, so he is going to reschedule. We hope all is best with Mark. But we've got a lot of stuff to talk about with Mark and the Bullet Boys and the Sammy T show coming up at the Grog Shop. And you want to talk music now? Why is nobody calling us?
Well, I do. And
216.
We have a new producer tonight. Sean's producing.
Sean. Welcome, Sean.
So, Sean, while we're talking about this, pull up the holy fuck video for Bullet Boys and play about 56 seconds of it.
Well, we get 56 before we get
I spoke with
off?
Chris Aiken. He goes, anything, you just got to play under a minute of it, and you don't have to do the disclaimer. That way YouTube or Facebook. But, we love Mark. And
we love Mark.
I spent the whole day researching the guy.
So we were thinking about who's going to be on the show in a few weeks, and I said, you know what, dude? I got Mark Torine's number in my phone.
He was so sweet on the phone.
So I dialed him, put on speakerphone, and he was the sweetest guy. Said he missed me, loved me, excited to be on the show with Todd and I. And something definitely must have happened because he was really excited to be on the show. But
we were texting all morning.
But I told Todd that his previous videos, the songs were no joke. And I said, I'm sure if we watch his new video, holy fuck, it's going to be no joke.
Does if you whisper fuck, does that make it sound better than if you just say fuck?
I just want to be nice in case my mom's watching.
Your
wife's
mom's
watching.
already a bet. Your wife cares if you say that.
I just want to be a gentleman.
I
just want to be totally nice. We're good together.
You're the good cop. I'm the bad cop.
Hey, is this Keith? Wait, I got to do this.
Hold on.
Every time.
Technology.
Hey, Keith.
Yep.
How you doing, Keith? Thanks for calling the show, man.
Right on, guys. Yeah, I've been watching you the last couple of weeks. Just didn't call in. Didn't want to bug you.
Hey, so you're a first-time caller. What do they say on the radio?
He's called before.
Oh, okay.
I remember talking to him, but I also remember that, the phone must be under your wife's name because I could have called you Karen.
It is.
How's Karen doing tonight?
Karen pays the bills.
Yeah, Karen pays the bills.
You got it, guys.
Hey,
I'm
Keith.
married well.
Keith, I know what you're talking about because a lot of people, I call people like, Leah. I'm like, oh, that's my wife's name. She pays for the phone. Hey.
Yeah.
Are you calling to order turkeys,
hey,
Keith, or what are we talking about here?
No, I wish I'd live like 2 hours from you guys. I wish I could.
2 hours. The turkey will still be good.
Yeah. Yeah. I was listening to Howard Stern the other day, and he was talking about bands that he couldn't believe never hit big that he used to go see. And I was just wondering if there was any bands you guys played with or saw that you couldn't believe never made it big.
Well, Tough.
Well, no, I mean,
I mean the band from Florida, Tough Luck. That's what
I
meant.
fully understand why we didn't make it big.
Well, I know why you guys didn't make it big. Just it was timing. You guys would have been out in '86. You'd have been big,
yeah,
right? Agree? I think so.
I mean, I love Tough. We're in Tough, and
We're in Tough.
you know we have
By
Tough
the
shows
way,
coming up.
my guitar picks came in.
I didn't get any. Do I get like finger picks or something?
You don't use a pick, do you?
I mix and
Oh,
match.
okay. So
Bands
Keith,
that should have been big that weren't big.
let me give you my couple list. Spread Eagle.
I know you love them.
Love Spread Eagle.
I'll counter that with Vane.
Okay. Keith, have you ever heard of Spread Eagle?
Switchblade Serenade.
Yeah.
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 I love that.
Actually, yeah.
And my favorite band from that era, a little, maybe like 90, 91, 92, was a band from, might have been, no, it was from like San Francisco, Cry Wolf. You ever heard Cry Wolf?
Oh, I loved Cry Wolf.
Cry
I had
Wolf.
the demo.
You ever heard Cry Wolf?
No.
I'll say Icon from Phoenix.
Icon from Phoenix. But, you know, these are really obscure bands. Maybe some of the bands that, like, were on the cusp, like Bullet Boys.
Well,
like
Bullet Boys.
Enough's Enough.
Yeah.
If they would have, if Enough's Enough would have stayed sober, the singer Donnie, I think they would have had a chance. There's some stories about how he.
That's who Howard.
That's who he said. I
Yeah,
know
that's
he
who Howard
loves.
Stern picked.
He loves Enough's Enough.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
Enough's Enough.
All right, Pete, give me one.
I thought Dawkins should have been bigger.
Well, they were big.
I mean, I would like to be
They
as
were-
unsuccessful as Dawkins.
yeah.
Well,
I wish
mean,
I was that
I thought
unsuccessful.
with the talent they had, though, that they should have been huge.
Well, you know,
I mean, you
I
co-headline stadiums. That's
Yeah, they actually. I
pretty
saw
good.
them on the Monsters of Rock concert at the Akron Rubber Bowl. Van Halen headlined.
Yeah, I was there.
You were there. Scorpions, Dokken, Metallica
Right.
opened for Dokken, and Kingdom Come was first. It was Kingdom Come, Metallica, Dokken, Scorpions, Van Halen. How about that for a concert?
how do you think that bill would go now?
Yeah.
Metallica.
Metallica and everybody else could fuck off.
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think if Van Halen came out with Wolfie playing guitar?
I wouldn't give a shit. Wolfie's great.
Yeah, I'm saying
You
it'd
know?
be huge.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't.
Okay, let's say Eddie didn't die. Who opens, Metallica or Van Halen? Metallica all day long.
For Van Halen?
Van Halen. There ain't no Metallica without Van Halen.
There ain't no Metallica without Van Halen.
No, all
not
that,
sure how that-
They had all the tapping solos, all the guitar
How
tone.
does Metallica and Van Halen associate to one another?
Well, you don't think that Eddie Van Halen influenced those guys on guitar?
I don't hear it in the guitar playing.
Well, obviously.
Right. But I think, Metallica, if Van Halen was still a thing, even with the original lineup, would not headline above Metallica right now. They're the biggest rock band in the world. Still.
Really? Metallica?
I mean, name one bigger.
Well, maybe if Pink Floyd played,
That's not a rock band. That's fucking garbage.
would have been. I don't know. Let's not.
Well, hold on.
Hey,
Yeah.
Keith, we got to go. Thanks for calling. Call us next week as well.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Keith. Appreciate
Yep,
you, brother.
Thanks, guys.
You got it.
Bye.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Keith,
Keith called in.
he always calls in.
Okay.
I like that guy. Keith, thanks for calling in. But anyways, we got. And but it's only opinion based. It's opinion based.
Well, I think you could look at the financial side of it all and say who makes more money. I mean, there was that stadium tour, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Poison, and Joan Jett, and Spread Eagle, right?
No, it was another band. Get another call. I should have had this turned down. Hey, it's Chris Aiken. How you doing, Chris? Oh boy, I said the wrong thing.
I'm
now.
good. I just wanted.
My man.
I know
I
Chris is
just
gonna.
wanted in on this topic.
I
here.
knew it.
I love it. But before we dive in, just so everybody knows, Billy's going to be on vacation next week again. And Chris
Yep.
is going to sit in with me and be my co-host next week. And it's going to be. I call Chris, or I was calling him about something where he was calling me to order turkeys. Thank you, by the way, Chris. And I go, do you drink beer?
Sure.
He goes, have you seen me? So me and Chris are going to be doing the brewery show, the local ABC Avon Brewing Company, and Dave Kuzno, the winner of the Lorraine Brew Fest show next week, where we're going to drink beer, talk beer, and all that. But let's get on to the metal talk, because nobody knows more about metal than my friend Chris Aiken. Tell me.
Before you talk, Chris, I just got a text message
Yes.
from Sammy T. Quote from Paul McCartney. Quote, I was recently asked what it was like to be in the greatest band of all time, but I must be losing my memory because I don't remember being in Van Halen.
That's pretty good. I mean,
Hey,
hey, dude, I
That's a good
love
quote,
it.
but you're still wrong as far as who would open. Metallica would headline all day long in 2022.
100%.
All day long.
Yeah.
Reason being, David. Well, let's get into why, though. Hold on. Let's get into the why. The why is because Metallica can still play, and David Lee Roth blows.
Listen,
Period.
Listen, John.
I think David Lee Roth and Vince Neil should have a sing-off.
No, David Lee, he's an entertainer, and he wrote those lyrics
So
and those
he's
lines.
David Lee Roth is a front man, and for me, I never liked the word front man. It's just basically a way of saying I can entertain you without being a good singer. I'd rather just have a kick-ass singer. I don't need a front man. There's three guys
David
up front,
Lee
four
Roth
guys
is
up
a
front.
red nose. David Lee Roth is a red nose away from being a total clown. He stinks.
Listen, John Drake.
Now, let me ask you this, Chris.
No, I'm not, dude.
But back
Go ahead.
in Van Halen 1 and 2, was David Lee Roth, did you think he was awesome when they first came to market and they were blowing up and it was all over the radio, and before you even ever saw him and before he became the I Forgot the Words guy and Mr. Kung Fu and all that stuff? I thought Van Halen, the first time I saw them, which was Van Halen 1 or 2 tour, he was legit, but he just really
He
nosedived.
was.
But he's no
Yeah,
longer.
he was legit.
Because he got
he was-
old, it takes
He
that
was
away.
legit.
He
Well,
didn't-
yeah. So you said who would head? The question was who would headline
Yeah.
in 2022. Metallica still brings it. They're not as good either, but they're still far better than. I went to the Van Halen tour. Doc had invited us out, and we went to Wisconsin and hung out with them. And aside from seeing what a dick Dave was backstage, we walked out on him. He was so bad, doing all the, hey, I know this song. Do you guys remember this song? He was a clown and doing all the sword stuff. It was
Hey,
bad.
hey,
It was
I
such a
just got
bad
another
show.
text message from a very respected guitar player, Tim Braddock. They are full of shit. Metallica would never headline over Van Halen. Billy, you were right. Don't listen to a bass player. Love you, Todd.
Yeah, go bake me a pie, Tim.
But well,
I need a new
Metallica
dessert for the
always-
food truck. See, I love Chris because he's not afraid to talk shit. I'm the only guy in this show, Chris,
No,
that will
not at all.
ever
You guys
talk
are
shit.
going to really have an interesting
Oh,
conversation.
it is
next
going
week.
to be X-rated when Chris gets on here because finally somebody will speak the truth. Everybody's like, I'm a nice guy. I just want to be nice and see the nice things. Fuck all that. Let's hear the truth.
Yeah,
And let's talk
no.
about who sucks and who doesn't suck. So you met David
Yeah,
Lee Roth.
I'm a
on-
bit of a
at-
cunt. I know.
Dude, fucking hell, man. So you met David Lee Roth the last time Van Halen played and you saw him? Or you were in the
We
room
saw
with him or
we-
whatever?
We were. Well, here's we didn't actually meet Dave because Dave had his own bus. Like we were backstage at Rock USA in Wisconsin, and it was Van Halen, Doc, and Rat and Jackal was the show, and we were hanging out. Roth had his own bus. The rest of the Van Halen guys we met Eddie, we met Wolfie, we met Alex. You know, they all came out and they were very, it was, I'm going to be honest. I was a little bit starstruck and I've met a million guys, but Eddie Van Halen is Eddie Van Halen, man. You know,
Yeah, that's a top shelf meat right there.
Oh yeah. And he couldn't have been cooler. He was just, and it was funny even watching all the other bands, Dokken and Rat and those guys, even they were like, oh my God, there's Eddie Van Halen. You know, Warren DeMartini's walking over and just being like,
whoa, there's Eddie Van Halen. And, you know, they kind of came up together.
Yeah.
But, you know, Eddie couldn't have been nicer and couldn't have been cooler. He was great. But Roth was such a prick that he wouldn't meet with anybody, and he had to have his own porta potty. There was a porta potty that was fenced off with his name on it, and a guy that stood by it all day to make sure nobody used it.
Now, Van Halen's
he
porta
was the
potties,
great
are they the
Billy
plastic
Roth.
ones you see at the construction sites, or are they the fancy trailer porta
Yeah,
potties?
yeah, just well, no, this was just the plastic. The David Lee Roth one was.
Dear
was
Lord,
just
can
a
you
plastic
imagine?
that was
Dear Lord,
separate.
hey, I got to take a shit. Well, there's a plastic box sitting over there in the back of the parking lot. Go have
He's
at it.
human. He is a human.
Yeah, but I mean, we do food truck jobs where we get better bathroom facilities than,
There's some
than that.
high-end trailer porta potties with air
I think
conditioning
we
and
give up
running
the
water.
food truck business and get into the poop business.
I don't. Why would you say that?
No, we're not.
You
getting
guys
into
should
the
offer
poop.
isn't that the Smokin' Rock and Roll before and after package?
Right. Yeah, we bring the food truck and then the poop trailer after it.
Oh my God.
I'm mortifying Billy.
And
over
real
here.
quick before I jump out, because I know you guys are going to hang up on me, but
Oh, no
the
doubt.
band that should have been huge, should have been huge and wasn't, Love Hate by a mile.
Love Hate. Yeah, and speaking of Love Hate, Mark Tureen was in Love Hate for a minute, wasn't he?
He was in King Cobra.
Yes, he was.
He was in Love Hate.
No, he was in Love Hate.
He had a cup of coffee there.
Really?
If-
I never knew that.
If you
part of my
buy the
research
album Living Off, there's an album called Living Off Layla that Love Hate put out, and Mark sings half the songs.
All right. Hey, I got another band I would throw into the ring. Black and Blue.
Oh, I love Black and Blue. And Jamie's a solid dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're naming bands though that actually had a good cup of coffee. You know, I mean, you know, Black and Blue had, you know, Hold On to 18 and Wicked Bitch and stuff. They had a couple of
They
hits.
had world tours with
you know,
Kiss.
they were kind of.
Yeah, if we're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
what I
bands
mean.
that should have been bigger,
Well, like I said.
these are bands that never played an arena.
Yeah.
Like who's never played an arena outside of Tough? Tough never played an arena.
No
Yeah,
way.
Not
like
once.
McQueen Street.
McQueen
Street would be a good one.
Murder Bay.
Murder Bay, good band.
You know?
Gatlin.
Kid Wicked.
They played at Stadium. It was at the Foundry.
Actually, we did play. I played Blossom open for somebody. I
Really?
played Nautica opening for Alice Cooper. So, you know, hey,
As Kid
Okay.
Wicked,
that's called being a big fish in a small town.
big fish in a small pond.
Yeah, big fish in a small pond. So, hey, Chris, are you going to open up the Rolodex and get a special guest on for you and Todd next week since I'll be on vacation?
Do you want one?
Yeah, we do.
I can
Yeah,
get one.
We're gonna do the brewery guys for half of the show, and if you got somebody you want to bring in that we can zoom in, that would be awesome. And the more metal,
I could
the
bring
better.
with me. I could bring the. How about the mighty Billy Morris of L.A. Eric Ferentinos of the Stephen Piercy band.
For sure.
Love it. We'll line
I could
them
get
up.
him.
Yeah.
All right, I'll line something up. You know, if you guys want me to get you a guest, I'll get Don Dokken if you want him.
Yeah.
John Dokken might be a whole show's worth of business, though. Is John?
No, I could make that work.
Well, isn't he a new partner-ish dude in the Audio Bay program, Chris Aiken? I saw a post on Facebook.
He absolutely is.
So, Chris
The
Aiken,
Audio Bay will be absorbed into all of his CMS Classic Metal Show, the Roku channel, Amazon channel, all of the channels that he's on, these shows will be on.
are you? Oh, okay.
Which you guys can all talk about next week.
But so he's not producing from here, or is he? Is he gonna? Is his show coming here?
I
No.
could.
He
I mean,
could.
if needed, I could. I produce all my shows, so I could certainly do it. But we'll figure that. Todd, me and you will get on the phone and we'll figure all that
You know
out.
how I can figure this out right now? There will be a big plate of brisket for you.
Dude, I'll make it happen. I don't need to. The fat get fatter, I know, but I.
That's what I would always bribe.
I'll make it work.
I would bribe Chris back in the early days. Hey, come work on my wife's website. I'll make you a standing rib roast. I'm on my way.
Gee, that was a real tough decision for me. I have to come out there, eat gourmet food, and look at a damn near supermodel for 8 hours a day. That sucks. Yeah, that's tough.
Yes. All right, Chris. Thanks for calling.
Billy's getting a back rub when he gets home tonight.
Oh, she's sleeping.
Oh, she's awake now.
All right, Chris. Thanks for calling.
Love you, brother,
talk
man.
To you tomorrow.
And you'll be on the show with me next week, but you and I will talk in the next few days and outline all the craziness. And finally, I'll get somebody with me that wants to dig the dirt out of the gutter.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Prepare for vulgarity because I'll bring it.
All right,
Fucking
Chris,
A,
we'll
bro.
talk to you later. Metallica sucks. Go Van Halen.
What a dick move.
No, Metallica is awesome. Let me tell you my Metallica story. And I don't mean that they suck. They don't. They're far from sucking. But I got to see Metallica at the Odeon for a coffee break concert. And what coffee break concerts are famous in Cleveland for, just a lunchtime national band in a very small venue for what that band would bring. And they used to be really big in the late 70s, early 80s. I never got to see any of those. I was too young, but like Bruce Springsteen would do them, John Cougar, Pat Benatar, all the big bands would do these coffee break concerts, which would be live, which was called simulcast on WMMS. So WMMS brought Metallica in for the Odeon, and they just, oh my God, that powerful band in a small place like that
Right.
was kick-ass. And I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, James Hetfield is a rock god. He really is.
Yeah, none of them are jokes.
None of them are jokes.
So I came up with Jason Newsted in Arizona, in Phoenix. And when he got the Metallica gig, he was in Flotsam and Jetsam. He got the Metallica gig. And then he...
Did you get considered for Flotsam and Jetsam?
No. No, but I mean, it was so weird because Tough was a hair metal glam band or whatever, and Flotsam and Jetsam is a hardcore metal band. And in Phoenix, and probably not just Phoenix, but anywhere, that's like Crips and Bloods.
Yeah, I know.
It just
It's
does
the same thing in Cleveland.
It's like oil and water.
Yeah, I totally get it because it's like Spoiled, Priscilla, Kid Wicked, Liquor Sweet, all the Akron Agora bands would love to play with Breaker, Shock Paris, Purgatory, Destructor, all the Auburn metal record band, but they don't think they respect us that much. But we would love to do a show with them. But I get what you're saying.
But Jason Newsted...
Glam pussies.
Yeah,
Right?
glam pussies. And there would always, like in Phoenix, there would be fights at the local bars of the metal guys coming up to the glam fags or whatever.
Oh, not realizing those glam fags were guys. That could kick your ass.
Well, that also is true. But Jason Newsted didn't care. He was just a good dude. He would come and he would mosh when Tough was playing. Which Tough isn't really a mosh band. It certainly wasn't back in '86 when we were in Phoenix. But he would come. So he gets the Metallica gig. He's all of a sudden the biggest bass player in the world.
Absolutely.
Right? Comes to L.A. and he calls me and George, the guitar player from Tough, we both knew him, and he would come to L.A. and be like, I need to get some weed. And George
Call George.
Yeah, he called George. So George was like, I wouldn't know where to find any.
Come on over.
Here it is. So we would go meet him, and he'd be staying at, like, I don't know, some fancy French chateau hotel in L.A. He's got, a 2-room suite, and we'd come in, and we bring him weed. And he's just still a regular guy. And we're all enamored and totally freaked out that he's in Metallica now and wanting to know all about Metallica. He's like, fuck all that. Tell me what's going on with Tough. Just a really good dude. So that's my Metallica story.
That's an awesome story.
Yeah.
All right. We're
Yeah.
covering Metallica. Hey, talking about covering food, let's get back to the food thing. You made a dish for us tonight.
I did. Schrock is dealing with that. I'm not sure if it's prepared yet.
You
ready to go?
put him in charge of the food?
Well, he
ate it all.
he's a pizza master.
He is, isn't he?
We'll see how we did. You can go center a plate right here, brother.
Damn, dude.
Oh, look at that. So
Okay, let's just stop before we even move any further. All right, because
Dana's like, she can't wait to get.
last
I'm
week,
getting a piece of that.
Last week I did the chopped beef sandwich.
Yeah.
And immediately I brought it out. You were like, oh, he only brought me one napkin. There ain't even any napkins here. Oh, what are we going to eat it on? I got to eat it on my show notes. There's nothing to eat it on. What's going on? Oh, yeah, baby. There's as many napkins as we need.
Yeah, it's like when you used to toilet papering somebody's house.
All right, Todd. I'll wrap these up.
All right.
While you explain what you made.
It's a cast iron pizza. So if you don't know anything about cast iron pizzas, you make a pizza in a cast iron pan. Get with it. This is a white pizza, so it's olive oil, slivered garlic, mortadella.
Looks like there's some basil on there.
chiffonade basil.
What type of basil?
That's a cut on the chiffonade. It's a ribbon basil. You cut basil into ribbons.
I learned.
Yeah.
Because he will tell everybody that
I
will
use-
listen how bad my cutting technique and knifing skills are.
Nobody slices a brisket like you do, bro. Your knife skills are baller.
Well, the brisket, I will take credit for that. All right, so here.
All right. And there's pistachio.
I've never had a pizza with pistachio on it.
All right. Oh, red onion.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's one of the best pizzas I've ever tasted in my life.
Oh man, look at you making
And
me
I'm
feel
not.
good.
I have no reason
That's-
to pump
that's
you
no-
up.
yeah,
I don't
no.
even like you. So that is no joke. You ought to do that.
Yeah.
Wow. It's really good.
I should put this recipe
Hey,
on.
Strock, get over. Oh, you,
yeah,
you ate
and-
Jimmy John's, but you're a big guy. You can have a piece of this. Come on.
Danny, you want a piece?
Bring it.
Shrek, you can just take the whole pie out, and everybody can have a piece over there. I think we're going to be good over here,
Hot pizza success.
Oh my God, that's delicious, dude.
right?
I have no reason to pump this guy up. This is good.
Yum. Oh my God.
It's
Right.
amazing. How did you make this? Is this a recipe you read, or you just thought of it?
I mean, I used to be a chef over at Crumb and Spigot out in not Beechwood, Bainbridge, and they did something similar. But me and Dana have been playing around with a lot of white pies lately, so we've been doing this prosciutto, hot honey, pistachio, slivered garlic. What am I missing, babe? Thyme,
Time out.
ricotta, all that.
This needs to be Chatty's Pizza of the Month, courtesy of Smokin' Rock and Roll.
Matt Harlan,
Oh my Lord.
Mortadella.
Faith No Mortadella.
Done.
She's not short on the names. Pretty good though, right?
Delicious.
Whoever thought having nuts on a pizza would be great? There's already pistachio in mortadella. So.
Nuts on anything is good.
Yeah.
Hey, dude,
Nuts on your chin. What?
no joke.
I gotta laugh. What are you talking about? That was really good. I haven't made this pizza before until tonight.
Wow, that's really good.
Well, you get a thumbs up from me.
Who's that talking? Henry?
That's Henry.
Henry, co-producing tonight.
Oh,
Sean's our new.
Sean can't eat the pizza. He's vegan.
Yeah, give him a bite of the crust. There's eggs in it.
Is that okay, Sean? Eggs okay or no?
That's vegan. He can't do it. There is a bottle of water over there, bro. Go have a slice of that.
So good. Don't mean. No. Wow.
Right? So yeah, if you want this recipe, you
No.
can.
No. Chatty's got to do this first. The Faith No Mortadella pizza. Done.
Or you can email us at info@smokinrockandroll. I'd be happy to send you how to make your own. It takes 10 minutes of prep, 15 minutes. How long was it in there, Shrek?
What's
Shrek?
the crust about? Where's the crust?
I just bought a ready-made. It was like a fresh dough in a bag at Heinen. So I didn't make dough from scratch tonight because I didn't want to proof it and do all that. So
No.
that part I'll take a shot on the chin. But
That.
Verified.
Is that Matt from- is that Matt
main
from
auto
Chatty's calling in?
receptionist. Soon.
it's going to cost you, Matt.
Who's on the line? You know what? This damn phone. Hi, you called the Smokin' Talk and Roll hotline. Who's on the line?
This is Sammy T.
Sammy T!
Hey, is this?
My good buddy.
Wait, is this Doug?
I'm me. And Billy Morris.
Oh,
Are you
Get
still
outta
awake,
here.
Sammy? What are you doing up? You working on songs, brother?
I was working on songs, but my thing is where's Doug? There's a microphone in the middle. I want to know what he thinks about the pizza. That's my question here.
All right, Doug.
Okay, enough of you, Heckle and Jekyll over here. And Charlie Sheen wants his shirt back there, Todd. Okay.
Dude, you're about to get fucked up.
I am.
Doug, I want to know your honest opinion of the piece of pizza that you just ate.
Probably one of the best white pizzas he's ever had, he says.
No doubt.
I don't pay these guys to say this. I mean, I pay Henry to say stuff.
No doubt. Even the crust is good.
Yeah.
I'm about and paid for.
Sammy, before I hang up on you, you still there?
What?
Tell us-
Well, first of all, yeah. Chew your food. Yeah.
Tell us while I'm chewing. Tell us about your show at the Grog Shop coming up.
Oh, we got a big show coming at the Grog Shop, Wednesday, November 16th,
My man.
with the Bullet Boys. I think we go on at 8:00, Billy. Is that right?
That's
or
right.
Todd, is that right?
That
Yep.
sounds right to me.
Doors at 7, show
And
at 8.
yeah, tickets still on sale. We're gonna rock this place.
There's 5 tickets left, bro. That's what I was told today.
Wow. And you know what, man? I want to thank everybody that came out to the show, 3 weeks ago we had?
Yeah. At, where were we?
Yeah,
The Mercury Music Lounge.
Yeah, that was a good
at
show.
the Mercury. Yeah. And I just want to apologize to some of the people that I couldn't see you through all that smoke.
Yeah.
It was dark. It was a very dark club, and then the light man really went overboard on the smoke machine. So we do want to apologize.
Caleb was high.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, you know what I say? Wait, he may have been polishing his nails. We don't know.
Well, we will make up for it at the Grog Shop.
Yeah.
Visually, well, we kicked ass, so we have nothing to make up for there. But
No.
visually, you'll be able to see us a little better. And we're going to hang out to watch the Bullet Boys, get a couple of cocktails in us, and have a really good throwback night.
And we pulled out 2 of the songs from the last show set, and we added 3 to this set.
Are we practicing Thursday?
We are practicing Thursday.
All right. Sammy, thanks for calling. Don't you have to go to sleep
Yes.
for you to get up and you and Todd go to work tomorrow?
I might be working tomorrow.
Hey, you know what?
It's going to be an early night. Let's go
Listen
stain.
to Billy.
Let's go stain
You
some
know-
shit. This guy who works 2 hours a week. Here.
Hey, Sam, how about,
All right, you guys have a good night. What?
how about my guitar, man? How's that going?
It was good. I was standing
God,
on
what
it.
did I
I
show
was
you
standing
yes-
on it
what did I
today
show
when I was
you
trying to get to
yesterday?
the paint shelf.
Did you send me a pic?
I showed Todd the paint and everything, dude. So just, you know what? Relax. You're not Eddie Van Halen. You'll get your guitar when it's
I
done.
just asked how it was going. God, why so defensive?
He did show me the color, the white that it's going to be, and then some pinstriping. And the guy Eric that works with him is a master graphics artist guy. I'm not sure if Sammy's doing the paint job or if Eric's doing it, but Eric works for John Hill.
Nice. All right, good.
We did a party for John Hill, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
In the early days of Smokin' Record with the trailer when he was
Yes.
downtown Cleveland. Yeah, we should have John Hill on.
We should have John Hill on.
All right, Sam, thanks for calling. Thanks for the text and everything.
All right, hey, thanks, man. You guys have a good night.
I'll see you in the morning, brother.
Later, dude.
All right, bye.
Sammy T!
If you want one more slice, Bill, there
No,
it is.
dude,
All right.
I'm good.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up, but as our favorite part of the show is being put together,
The shot collar is
the
working.
shot caller is putting her magical touches on the libations she's about to bring out to us.
Right?
That's a word in the bar industry, right?
It is. And just as a reminder, again, the Sammy T Sideshow, Grog Shop,
November
16th. It's a Wednesday. We're on at 8. Bullet Boys are on at 8:15. It'll be a short set. No, 8 to 8:45, I think, is what we are. And then Tough is coming to town in December. There will be a private VIP show here at Smokin' Rock and Roll.
Yes.
Dinner and a show.
Details, dinner and a show. Details for that will be out shortly. But Friday night, there's a big show locally at the local bar in Strongsville on Pearl Road. And
Yeah.
it's going to be a triple bill of
Priscilla,
Billy Morris Band, Billy Morris and the Sunset Strip, and Tough.
Yeah. Is it going in that order, or is it going to go Priscilla, Tough?
Put
and-
Tough last so that would sound like they were the big deal.
Yeah. We
But
don't give a
Tough's
shit.
going to go in the middle. It's going to be Priscilla, then Tough, then Billy Morris doing what we do, and we'll probably have a bunch of friends up, and we're just going to have a party.
And then where are we going? We're heading
Then
south.
we're driving down to the Kentucky fan,
Kenny
Tennessee fan, Kenny Ozfest.
Ozfest. I mean,
which
I can't imagine there's any tickets left for that.
I just read today there are a few tickets left. There's about 75% sold out, which
Oh,
it
boy.
will be. All right.
She's going to go sit with Henry in a minute and give the description. But Kenny Ozfest, we are going to be plugging the shit out of that in the coming weeks.
And we'll have Kenny Oz on.
We will have Kenny Oz on. Kenny, can we Zoom you in? We'll have Chris Jericho on. Or he likes wrestling.
I like Chris Jericho.
Yeah? We'll get The Rock and Kenny Oz on.
Speaking of, before we drink this, speaking of wrestling, do you watch South Park?
I did when, like,
I
in
saw
the early days.
the most ridiculous South Park I've watched. I showed my wife. It was the most funniest thing. So they're interviewing this female tough girl, female like bodybuilder, tough fighting girl, UFC fighting match. And they're like, all right, you're the champion, Heather, and we're glad to have you here. And it's a historic day because today is going to be the first transgender UFC man fighting as a woman. How do you feel about that? She goes, I feel great about that. I think it's a great thing. We welcome all people into this. And then, well, it is a man. And, well, I feel offended that you would say that it's a man, because everyone's equal. And they're, all right, let's bring our guest in. And it's Randy Macho Man Savage. And he comes in, he's like, all right, I'm here to smash ladies. I've just become transgender yesterday, and I'm here to smash all women now that I identify as a woman. The most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. That's my wrestling story.
Didn't they do a Wheel of Fortune episode?
We won't even talk about it. That's one of my favorite, too. All right. Save me, shot caller. Wait a minute.
I don't hear her.
There we go.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Got you.
All right, this one might burn a little. Forewarning, but I think Leo would love this shot. So it's unique. What it is vodka, a little bit of olive brine, a little bit of vermouth, and the secret ingredient is the brine of banana peppers. There is a blue cheese stuffed olive in there. So basically, it's a dirty martini shot. But for you tonight, this is the Smokin' Talk and Roll, Smokin' Talk Dirty to Me shot.
Oh, he dressed appropriately.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to drink this and use that blue cheese olive as a chaser cool down effect, right?
Yeah, we don't eat the olive first. Olive goes after, right?
All right. Let's drink to.
Well, here's to Mark, and hoping everything's okay for him back in. He's in LA, right?
Yeah, we're doing so.
And we'll reschedule him as soon as we can. So, sorry for anybody that was hoping to see Mark tonight. We never got that video up. Maybe we'll play out with that video.
Play
so you
out
got
with
it.
that. Good idea. To Mark,
The Holy
Mark
F
from the
video.
Bullet Boys.
To Mark from the Bullet Boys.
Here we go.
And people buying turkeys. Buy turkeys.
Buy turkeys. 2 turkeys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Delicious. All day long.
Yeah. Oh. Whenever I eat olives or briny stuff, I love it. Just,
Oh, that's great.
woo.
All right.
Dear Lord.
Let's hear it for the shot caller. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. John, do we got that video queued up, brother?
All right. Thanks for tuning in to Smokin'
We got the music.
Talk and Roll. We're going to leave you with a little Bullet Boys. This is their new single called Fuck Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Holy fuck. Holy fook.
Yeah, I think they bleep out the fuck part.
They do.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. Spread the word. We'll see you next week. And
Yeah, you won't see him next week. You won't be here. You'll be in Florida. You'll call in.
Yeah.
All right. And then
So smoking rock and rolls. And
coming up, Stevie Rochelle, Metal Sludge.
yeah, I can't wait for that one. That'll be a long-winded show.
Talking shit.
Yep.
That's going to get it done right there.
All right, we're going to let you go with little Bullet Boys. This one's called
Holy fuck.
Holy Fuck. We'll see you next time. Rock it!